right, it's preparing right now, guys.
All right.
And then this whole thing's on a 20-second delay between what we do and when it shows up on YouTube.
Yeah, so
Can you guys hear sirens in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're live, guys. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Gotta say what's up to everyone out there. We got John and Eric from Splinter today moderating this interview as we talk about our new video, Thrill Seekers. It's going to premiere at 7:45 tonight, and that is 7:45 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to hand it over to John from Splinter. Take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Larry. Hey, it's great to be here. It's great to be with you guys. We've been scene mates for a long time now, and it's great to actually have a chance to connect with you guys, one-on-one. Pretty excited about this new video you guys are going to be premiering tonight. So, just kind of wanted to take an opportunity to join you guys here. I brought Eric with me from Splinter. Eric is our singer.
How you doing?
Say hi, Eric. Yeah.
Hi, Eric.
fist bumps.
What up, Eric?
Yeah, fist bumps. Duels. Yeah, duels.
There you go. So, hey, how about we introduce the band so that everybody knows who you are, what instrument you play, and maybe tell us the last band that you played in that we may have heard of or may never have heard of.
We'll start with Charlie.
Alrighty. So Charlie, lead skin flautist and drummer, also some backup vocals. And God, last band is a tough one. I've been playing with these guys for almost 2 decades. But Jive Pony was a band we played in before.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm also in another band who is also coming out with a new album. We're kind of doing our live stream with them tomorrow, and that's Pandemic Unleashed. Very appropriately named for the current situation.
Yeah, did you time that? That's crazy.
Pure coincidence.
Nice.
So they say.
Who's next?
I'll go. My name's Larry. I play guitar. Been actually playing with Jason here since high school, and we're gonna pretty much tell the same history. I mean, he's jammed with some other people from time to time, but for the most part, I've been in a band called Shredder, a band called Jive Pony, and a band called Celebrity Stalker, and pretty much the same lineage for the most part, except for my man Chuck here. He's been in 2 of the 3. But we had a different drummer at the very beginning.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah.
And, actually, speaking of Shredder and Jive Pony, towards the end of this year or early 21, we should have a record coming out with a bunch of those songs from back in the day, all the recordings that we've captured, and gonna put that out, probably release it on our own. But it'll be a little greatest hits catalog that only we care about. It'll be for the 3 of us. We're probably only going to burn 3 copies, maybe 1 for our mom.
All right, let's give Jason a chance to say hi too.
Yeah, pretty much like Larry said, it's going to be pretty much the same story. Larry and I have been playing since high school, so pretty much the same lineage. Played with a few other bands, just little silly side things, nothing real as serious as what Larry and I have done throughout our musical careers together. So, but yeah, Jive Pony and Shredder were pretty much the inklings of what led us to Celebrity Stalker these days. And Celebrity Stalker has been the mainstay for us for a while now.
Nice. Okay, so we have a similar background, you guys, here at Splinter. We started out as White Mice back in high school, and we did that for 1981. Yeah, it's been a while. It's scary. And then we had Mask of Demise, and then Splinter. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of original members that have been, in those 3 bands over the years. So yeah, that's interesting to me that we have kind of a similar history of, being in the same bands or with the same bandmates over such a long period of time. So. Cheers to that.
It doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, right.
Like a lot of our other friends, you'll hear like they've been in like 4 or 5 different bands, and when I run into a band that's been around as long as us, it's either like a sad story or it's a good story, right? But you know what? We're gonna keep playing music as long as people want to hear music, and well, who knows? There may be Celebrity Stalker morphing into another band of some other name at some point. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, you got to imagine it's like one of those relationships you hear about, abusive relationship. The wife can't get out of it. That's basically how Jason and I feel.
Perfect. That makes total sense. Now I totally get you guys.
Is there a lot of abuse now during this COVID times since we're all kind of locked down together?
No, they're actually protected right now. There's more abuse when we're together.
It's when you get them in the studio.
Stay at home is working in our favor.
That's one of the good parts of living in 3 different counties.
Yeah.
Or 3 different cities.
Yep.
So let me ask you guys a question. Thinking back to when you first started playing music together, you know, at that time, what were your main influences? What bands made you think, man, I want to pick up an instrument and get into a band and get on stage?
Jason Schmidt.
Hey, and you know what, Jason?
I want to do a shout out. Jason Schmidt just pieced us up on YouTube, so I want to piece him out. And actually, it's funny. Jason Schmidt was one of our good friends in high school, and I actually did start kind of playing with him actually before I met Larry a little bit. So, not that he was an
you know what's
inspiration,
funny
but at the
though?
same time, he's a good old high school friend. So, anyway, what up, Jason?
It's funny that
I'll let Larry go on that.
It's funny that Jason's in the box right now. As far as the comments section, what's up, Jason Schmidt? Anyways, it was Jason and Jason. They were sophomores. I was a freshman, and I was just looking. I had been friggin' trying my heart out, friggin' in junior high, getting my skills together, and I wanted to get in a band as soon as I hit high school. So I hit the park after school, and I was like, just looking around for people that played instruments. And what was funny is they both played bass. It was like, okay, but who plays drums, man? So no, I had met Jason and Jason at the same time. I was a freshman, and like the rest is history, man. Jason and I have been jamming now since high school. So I mean, basically since I was a fucking freshman in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you go to high school at, Larry?
Bolsa Grande, down in Garden Grove.
Right.
BG.
Shout out to Matadors.
Yeah, just a total random question.
Actually, there is another centric circle with us. You guys are familiar with a man by the name of Jeff Miller?
Can't say I am.
What's that?
Tell us about him.
Oh yeah, you guys know Jeff, right?
No, I think Carpet knows Jeff more than
Is it
Splinter
Carpet?
does.
All right, maybe I'm on crack. Never mind.
But it's funny though. I mean, bringing up Carpet, bringing up Splinter. I mean, it's just there's a lot of good, solid bands that play between Orange County and Long Beach. And I don't know. We've all played together, but you got Jeff would have done sound. Probably would have done sound at a gig you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, Carpet's a big supporter of Splinter. When
Yeah,
we're playing, if we play together, they hang out, they watch us play. They're tight. I love that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking if you guys saw Jeff, you would know who he was if you saw his face.
He used to book like 13th Floor a bunch. They were like the promoters at 13th Floor back in the day in like the 90s. Anyway, they did a lot of shows out there.
You talking about Monk Rock Records? Monk Rock's 13th Floor? Or that was 13 Stories. I was 13.
Right, 13th Floor down in what was it, Sunset
He's talking
Beach?
about the club in Sunset Beach.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, not familiar.
He's talking that one on Warner and PCH.
In any
I mean,
event,
it was
good
next,
old
it was next to
days.
Supermax.
Look at
back
that,
in
no
the day.
Max in the house.
I think we actually played there before it was that club. It's like is it a bar or a pizza joint now? Warner,
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't think it's a bar anymore. Hey, I want to give a shout out real quick to Die Laughing Records and Jillian and Dave Dalton and the whole crew. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Just want to give that shout out. And with that, we are on Die Laughing Records at this point. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys get a lot of support from them. That's great to hear. It's great to hear that there's an independent label that supports great bands here in the local scene. One of the things Eric and I were talking about is just how the scene has been over the last few years. Eric, I know, had a couple questions about your guys' observations on that. How you feel about the local scene, and I'll let Eric ask the questions, but I'll turn it over to you, Eric, for that one.
All right. Well, I was just curious. Like, I know you guys have been awfully playing for an awful long time, a lot like us, and you see the scene come and go. And I know that recently you did a tour in Central Valley, California. Is that right?
Yeah, no, Central Valley up into the Bay Area, actually.
Right. Now, here's my question. Years ago, we did one. We used to do a lot of one-offs and stuff like that. We would go with TSOL, or we would go with Agent Orange was another one. We played in Vacaville. So we would do a one-off and drive to Vacaville. And they absolutely loved us there because we were the only bands that would come in and play. We didn't play Sacramento. We didn't play San Francisco. We played like Vacaville. We'd go to smaller towns where they'd really appreciate it versus the jaded cities like LA, San Francisco. If you follow me on that, I just wondered, do you find that it's different going out of town? Do you get a better response, or is it still pretty much the same as when you play locally? You know what I mean?
think a much better response playing out of town. And
Right.
In a lot of respects, it was actually easier to get people to the show. It wasn't like, dragging your friends from high school or work or something. These were actually random people off the street that came. Maybe they were there for another band, or they just like to go see live music. And they were buying CDs, buying shirts, hung out,
Right.
and decided we're really into it. And I think that's the biggest difference, maybe, is people outside of Los Angeles actually care about music. And I think clubs outside of Los Angeles care more about music and the musicians.
Right.
Hey, I want to say one thing on that though, because I noticed being in Southern California, everyone's in a band, right? So when we go out of town, there's more people that aren't in bands in those towns. So they come out and see the music. So I always thought like being in Southern California, it kind of sucked because everyone was in a band. Like even when we first started our first band, half the people that were coming to our shows decided to start their own band. And then it just splintered and splintered and splintered. And I used to think that was like a bad thing. Yeah, you like that.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But I used to think it was a bad thing. But then I realized, because we have so many musicians in places like the Bay Area or Southern California, people that might not have ever had an opportunity to join a band end up in a band just going, yeah, I'll fucking try vocals. Oh shit. Yeah, no, I know a couple of notes on bass. I'll try it. And I used to think it would suck that we had so many musicians, but now I see it like it actually fosters more artists. And actually, I don't have a problem with it. And it's kind of tough to rise above in these areas, but that's why you go out of town. You have to go out of town. You
Right.
can't stay in the home base. You can't stay where the bands are created and built. You got to get out to where the people want the music.
Right.
That makes sense.
I mean, we've got a small mini tour right now that's on hold that I was negotiating in January, I think it was. I think it's Sacramento, Tahoe, and like Grass Valley, somewhere in there, all up and down like on Highway 49, because they're just dying for music up there. And there's a little scene going on up there in Grass Valley right now.
Right.
So it's like, why not go to those places that enjoy it? And if you could hit Fresno.
Well, here's the beauty of it. Die Laughing Records, they're up there out of that area. They
Right.
represent the Sacramento and that area, and then they also represent the Bay Area. So yeah, I mean, getting up into those areas would be great. Knowing Die Laughing Records would help support bands coming to town and mix it in with their bands that are already in town.
Right.
Like we could put on a lot of cool shows, and people want music in those areas. We just have to get on the road and go take the music to those people.
Right.
You do Grass Valley though, you gotta, I think it's like 25% off on all of your beer if you have a AARP card.
Is that right?
Bonus.
The last time I was up there, there was a lady talking to me that she was pissed off because they got grow farms going on up there that are taking over all their areas that used to be wildlife. It's all weed up there now.
Oh, there's no like hunting anymore. They can't hunt because everyone's growing weed.
I don't know. I didn't.
Is that the vegan plan? Hey, is that the vegan plan to take over? You just like buy all the hunting areas and grow weed, and then it's like, oh, sorry, man, no more animal cruelty.
That's right.
Here to shoot when they're all high on edibles.
Yeah, no kidding.
Vegan edibles, though. You know, they can't
Got
have
like
any
1
eggs.
minute, guys.
Yeah, hey, before we pop over,
Tops.
before we pop over to your video, I have one question because It seems like you're about to carpet bomb the world with releases right now. Take us through your releases and then take us to the video.
Jason, you got all the dates? You want to run them down?
Okay, so today's our big release with May 15th being the popping of the video and basically the first unleashing of the single Thrill Seekers to the world with the music video. Thrill Seekers, the single, will be available on June 12th for download. Oh, it's going right now, dude. It just popped on Facebook.
That's all right. It'll go when I started on this feed.
No, I know. I'm just monitoring this station too because I got like eight people over here watching it in the other countdown window.
Nice.
Sorry.
Well, finish the rundown and then we'll start the video.
And so it's got a 2-minute counter right now. So it's literally 2-minute countdown on YouTube on the other channel for the video to start. So we're going to stream it here, guys, if you wanted to stay on the Zoom channel, but it might lag. So deal with that. Or I put in the chat room the link to the other page. So back to the dates. We got 1:34 before it launches. Sorry, let me kill the sound. June 12th will be the release of the Thrill Seeker single, and then we'll have American Dreams dropping on July 3rd, and then the record itself will be out in September on the 18th. So those are the big target dates. We got 3 of them coming up: June 12th, July 3rd, and then September 18th. I believe I'm correct on that, Larry. Please let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe those are our big target dates coming up. Sorry, I'm watching the chat room, so I'm trying to be on both tables right now.
So the dates are the first single, Thrill Seekers, comes out June 12th. American Dreams comes out July 3rd. And the album comes out September 18th. And the album is Year of the Thief. And if anyone was at any of our shows and picked up one of our copies of Thrill Seekers, the album, which is only available now at shows, you can't get it online anymore. There's a song missing off that album that's going to be on Year of the Thief. And anyone out there that knows what I'm talking about, Year of the Thief, when you buy it in September, your mom's going to like it a lot. Inside joke, guys. No laughter. I get it. Not even the band knew that one.
My mom loves that song. So
we're literally on a 10, 9, 8, 7. This is on the other channel. It's counting down right now on the other channel to launch. If you want to launch it on ours, Larry, it'll be simultaneous almost. 2, 1, boom, there it goes. It is now live on the other channel.
All right, hold on. Let me go to it.
There we go. So if you're listening at home, as far as us, mute your mics or mute the feedback.
Oh, you know what? You have to go watch it on YouTube because we're live right now, motherfuckers. So it won't let me play it.
All righty.
No, give me 1 second. I got to switch my account. That's all. It won't let Celebrity Stalker play it, but it'll let Larry Prosser play it. Give me one moment. Here we go. All right. Let me get Jason's countdown out of the way. And this is what broadcasting from home does for everybody. It ruins the experience. Here we go. Let me share my screen, people, and we will be watching the video.
missing audio on the music video. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can't hear any audio, but it's.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no audio on the music video.
You guys can't hear it?
Oh no.
No, there's
So
no
it's
audio
your
on
debut
this.
of your silent movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool silent movie.
Yeah.
That's
It's in
what. So
color.
it won't let me share the audio with you then.
Well,
All
we,
right, guys.
we could sing along as we're going.
Yeah, why aren't you guys singing along with this for us? No, that's a good
No.
clip though. I love look. The visuals are awesome on
Yeah.
it. I can't wait to
Oh,
actually hear it.
Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that, guys. You just have to go over to the YouTube channel. You can see the whole video. Whatever. Zoom won't let me play the audio for you. I apologize about that. It's like a live stream within a live stream, and I think you have to pay like double.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, they
two
get you about short hairs for sure about that stuff.
I
Okay,
only
but
have the pro account. They have like 5 levels of account. So there's free and then pro. And then there's like 2 or 3 more levels, and each one like opens up what you can do. So they're not trying to create a TV experience here.
Yeah.
I apologize.
that's a cool clip though. That's cool to get a preview of it. Now we got audio.
Sorry, that was me watching the end of the video on the other channel. My bad.
Cool.
Well, he
All
can
right.
turn his phone and show you the video.
Well, here's the important part.
Oh yeah, it's coming out June 12th, guys. You'll be able to buy it, download it, stream it. It'll be out there on Spotify, Apple Music, available through Die Laughing Records. Immediately on June 12th, because it's a single, it's only going to be for digital download. The singles are only going to be digital download. We won't have physical copies until the record release.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. So it sounds like you got 2 singles coming out first, right? Thrill Seekers is first, and then American Dream is going to come out in July, and then the actual album hits in September. And the album is going to obviously be a digital release, but is it also going to be a physical pressing of some kind? And if so, are you doing CDs or vinyl? What are you guys looking at?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, Jason, do you want to let all the all the tricks out of the bag, or should we just talk about
Yeah,
the
right
record?
now. Why don't you guys?
Yeah, let's just talk about the record. So the record will be, it'll be digital, and then for if we can play shows, just so we have merch, it'll probably be a download card and maybe a CD. As far as vinyl goes, for the record itself, we probably won't do vinyl until spring or summer of 2021, because with vinyl, you want to be out on the road. You want to be able to get it to the people. You want to have shows to sell the merch. And without shows right now, it's going to be a lot of digital presence. It's going to be a lot of things like this,
Yep.
Getting out to the people and doing a Zoom or talking to everyone or doing a live stream like we are tomorrow. We're doing one tomorrow night on the Die Laughing Records Facebook page, 7 p.m. Pacific time, Celebrity Stalker full live show from Bomb Shelter Showcase Room, lights, camera, action. It's going to be the full experience, and it's going to be pretty badass. So tune into that if you guys want. But everything's going online right now, so we're going to stay online.
Hold on. You just dropped some pretty important information there. So you guys are actually going to do a live show. You're going to do a live stream. You've got multiple cameras. You've got a place to actually go and get together as an actual band and create real live music, and you're going to be streaming it tomorrow. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Go, Charlie. Tell him.
Yeah. So Bomb Shelter Studios, a place we've practiced for a number of years. They are for a nominal price giving us their showcase room for the evening, and we got a crew coming in. I think 2 guys doing cameras, someone sound. They're taking care of all of the streaming efforts to get it to the appropriate pages. We just have to show up with beer and sandwiches and a couple of guitars, I think.
Nice.
So we got a 45-minute set, which is a little more than our norm, I'll say. So it'll be a fun show. 7 p.m.
Nice.
Pacific Daylight Time. So then we actually have the room a little for a few hours extra. My other band, as I mentioned, is playing shortly after. That'll also be streaming.
Okay, so you've got two separate streaming events going on tomorrow, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
but only one of them's on the Die Laughing page. So that'll be Celebrity Stalker at 7 o'clock on Die Laughing's Facebook page. That's where we're going to go live. And then for Pandemic, though, and we'll put the information up, but you'll have to switch over to Pandemic's Facebook page or Bomb Shelter if you want to see that live stream.
Got it. So
Just
to
make sure
reiterate,
people, just to make
Celebrity
sure people know where to
Stalker.
go.
Yeah, no, good point. But so Celebrity Stalker, 7 p.m. Saturday Pacific time. You guys are going to be live streaming. You're going to have the links available for everybody to be able to go check that out.
Yeah, full show.
Yeah, I'm
and
actually
it's
gonna
gonna
throw
and
the
it's gonna
link
be
right-
kind of fun. Oh, sorry,
I'm gonna throw
Jason,
the
but
link
it's
right
gonna,
now in the chat just so everybody has it right now. I'll let you finish later, but I'm going to throw the
Nice.
link in the chat right now if somebody wants to copy and paste it, so you got it right now, live in your face.
Nice.
right. So what Charlie said, we're going to play 45 minutes. We have actually been playing a 35-minute set lately. We've been showcasing exactly what we wrote for the record. And Saturday, because it's for fun, we're doing it serious, but it's going to be for fun. So we're probably going to mix in a couple old songs. Who knows? A couple surprises might happen on stage. You never know. Tune in. We're going to take full advantage of our time on the Die Laughing page, and we're going to try to entertain you while you're stuck at home right now and can't get out to live music.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. That'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I love surprises, so that'll be good. So what's the plan, by the way? Just curious, because you think about that. Unfortunately, in the current environment, you can't have an audience. So are you going song to song to song to song? Are you going to break between songs, or is that all secret stuff that you can't really share with us right now?
Are you saying for the set tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's I think we're anticipating trying to make it a little interactive.
Nice.
If there's an audience there, of course, we will have to read their reactions.
Yeah.
But yeah, try to make people feel like they're actually part of the show.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
we're sitting in their living room performing for them. So
And
it's
that's
really
the key. And that's the key thing, because there is no crowd. When there's a crowd, there's an energy, right, between the band, the crowd, and you know how the crowd feels, or like someone's up in the front, like giving you the high five, telling you, "Fuck, I dig you guys," or maybe it's me at your show up front, just taking photos and firing you guys up. You know what I mean? It's like there's an energy, there's
Right.
interaction. So with the live stream, you don't have that moment to go high five someone in the crowd and get back to a song. So we're going to try to figure it out tomorrow. And, we've been watching other people's live streams. We're going to do what we're going to do tomorrow, and then we're going to try to craft it as we go. But we're going to try to find a way to mix the social media comment section into the show, because you don't get the chance to walk to the front of the stage and interact. You're going to have to actually have a moderator. You're going to have someone telling you, hey, Jason Schmidt just said, "What up, bros? Haven't seen you guys in years." And then we can give them a shout out. So there's going to be some of that. We're going to try to figure out, how do you get the people from their houses in the room with us? And the best way is to interact with them as much as we can. And that it kind of slows down the set also. And that's kind of why we're going to play an extended set.
We want to avoid it being like a big masturbation session, where after the big finish, it's just silent, maybe a little crying. So if we can interact with the people,
Favorite.
see, John knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So yeah, if we can interact with people and get that feedback immediately, that's going to make the next song for us that more impactful, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, speaking of shout outs, I want to throw a shout out to my friend Steve Turjana, who's tuned in with us today. And I want to thank everyone that's joined in this. It's been, really a great opportunity to try to reconnect with our audience here from the Splinter side. So we want to thank Celebrity Stalker for having us on, by the way. Really support what you guys are doing in the scene, support what you guys are doing with your releases. I'm very excited to see how your live streaming event goes tomorrow. I think you're teaching us all a little bit about how to do this in a really kind of unique new environment that, like you said, we're playing to a dead room now, which the whole reason that we do this, I think, for a lot of us, is to be able to interact with the crowd. So, just kudos to you guys. I'm super pumped about your video. It looks stunning. Can't wait to hear it. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear it today. Any final thoughts? Anything else you guys want to add?
Start with Jason.
I just want to thank everybody who did tune in, all our family, friends, the community in general, Die Laughing Records, everybody who's out there trying to, like, you know, fight the good cause during these times when it's a little stressful for all of us. You know, we're learning to communicate in new ways, and this is going to be, this whole step off this weekend starting tonight is our new foray into the digital world of streaming live to you people and coming to your home. So hopefully you'll let us in. Hopefully we'll keep rocking the world and bringing some good music and entertaining you all. And hopefully you'll be kind enough to let us in. Again, we appreciate you coming out tonight. Appreciate you two for hosting this and talking with us tonight. You guys are awesome. Again, I want to thank everybody out there, and I'll pass it to the rest of the dudes.
Cool. So I'll certainly echo that. The folks at Die Laughing have been super supportive. The last 2 months or so, we've had a lot of interaction with them, which is great. For everybody else that's watching, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, go to our YouTube page, watch it, subscribe to everything, like everything, and that's all I can ask.
All right. So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Appreciate the interaction. A lot of comments. I mean, even at the moment, I see 17 people are watching our video right now. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to Splinter, John, and Eric for taking your time out of the evening to join us and support us in what we're doing. I mean, this isn't about your band. You're like elevating us. And that is like what is so awesome about it's what's awesome about our scene right now. And I can't wait to return the favor back to you guys, and props for that. About the live streaming though, it's going to take all of us to figure out how we're going to create this and how we're going to make it work. So remember, there's bands out there that want to live stream and do it, you know, not just acoustically on their phone. And it's great when you can do that, and that's entertaining, but also to bring, you know, some of the actual entertainment of maybe what your actual live show is. And it doesn't matter if you're playing folk punk like the Slaughterhousers, or you're playing, you know, punk rock like Splinter, or, you know, some kind of crossover thing like Celebrity Stalker. The point is, whatever your show is that your fans like, how do we get that on the stage of multimedia through virtual and not actually being in the club? And it's a tough challenge. So yes, tune in tomorrow, watch our live stream. Tell us what we did right, tell us what we did wrong, but also reach out to companies like On-Site Video Services, Select Multimedia. These are 2 companies that can do your broadcast with multiple bands. They can do it on location. And these are probably 2 of the companies, if you're in Orange County or Southern California, in this general area, not out in LA or out in the Valley where you have a much deeper pool to choose from. Just remember, these are 2 companies out here that are probably going to be doing your live stream. So pay attention to ours tomorrow, and let's figure out how are we going to bring music to online. And with that, I'm out of here. Thanks, guys. I'm Larry Prosser from Celebrity Stalker, and I really appreciate you guys joining tonight. Go watch the video on our YouTube channel, and we will talk with you guys soon.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, everybody.
No worries.
Thank you, everyone.